Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to talk about why we cannot update ServiceNow HRSD, SecOps, ServiceNow applications with Now SDK. Okay, and but before we do that, please subscribe my channel and please like and share with somebody who really needs this information. Okay, so now going ahead about so I received a lot of questions that can be whenever I was building this custom applications with build agent and or ServiceNow SDK, that can we update HRSD, can we update ITSM, can we update all these applications? And I thought that let's do it. And if you'll notice over here, so I and this is my I added plugin, installed plugin, HRSD plugin, and then I started with npx init from, and then I used application for HRSD. Okay, and I got this error: application download failed, not allowed to download application SNHR core. Check that you either have the main access or have added your company key to the SN app author dot all company keys system property. Now we will talk about this system property in just a second, means in short video. But before that, I want to explain about the scoping of the. So that didn't allow me to update anything. As you can see, I don't have anything now. So before we go into the system property, I want to show how the scoping in ServiceNow works. Okay. So suppose if we can divide ServiceNow in three parts. Okay. So I will say service now. So over here, all right. And if I divide it into three parts, I'll just make it smaller a little bit. All right. So suppose your company ServiceNow instance is company.servicenow.com. Now your scope app key is comp. So whenever you will create a scoped app, it will have comp in it. Comp dot so your scope name will always have comp in it. All right, and like comp dot external client. This type of name will be there. Okay, and that comp is written in the system property that ServiceNow was telling us, and that system property was, so let's go here. Yeah, SN app author all company key. So that is the system property. I'll also have it open over here. For my PDI, it is this number, but for your client instance, it can be the name of your client or a short form of your client, something like that. Okay, so but this is not editable. Now second, so we will move on to global. So global is basically ITSM and CMDB. All right, and ServiceNow scoped app is HRSD or SecOps, CSM, means everything that ServiceNow has created. So HRSD has SN underscore HR underscore core or case, like SecOps has SN underscore SI underscore incident. Same CSM has something else. Now this SN is the key for ServiceNow scoped app. Now, so as per my understanding, what we can with Now SDK, we can update scoped apps, and this is scoped apps as well. So when you are creating a scoped app, you can also create global apps as well. Okay, but that will be under your my company only. So they are related to my company, means those global apps also created by you. So with Now SDK, you can update all these things. All right. If you are using build agent, so if I'll go for, and this is my understanding, all right, I can be wrong, means maybe there is something hidden and I don't know about it. So if you want to do build agent, you can update all these things. Okay, so this you can update with build agent. Okay, so build agent, you can update this. Now talking about updating these, yeah, so talking about updating these, I don't think you can update it using build agent or now SDK. So this one is now SDK, and this one is build agent. But this one, I don't think anything. Why? So I will explain it to you. Why? Because if you'll go through this documentation, it is written, so convert your installed application to development mode. Okay. This is the documentation of ServiceNow in Australia. The system properties, you can convert only application that your company owns, and the application scope must match a key that is set in SN app author dot all company keys. All right. So yeah, and then global as well. But if you'll check this, then this is a scoped app author is private, so this is a private scope system property, so you won't be able to change it. That means you cannot change a scoped ServiceNow scoped application. Now suppose you want to update, but there is a way you can still update, I means these type of applications. So that way, what I tried in actually build agent. So if you'll see over here, I tried to do update a human resource core field. So what I said that my ask was simple: can you add a field in SNHR core case table called resolution code, which with choices like resolved by an agent, resolved by human, resolved by employee, and add it to SNHR core case total rewards table beside resolution code field. So I think I already saw it. I can show it to you as well. Yeah, this was the HR case, and this is a total rewards case. And there you see resolution notes. I wanted to have a resolution code as well. That was my simple thing. But and this is what I asked build agent, and build agent ran for like a while, and it errored out multiple times. Then what it did at the end, that so the SNHR score case scope is a platform managed app, so we cannot directly modify it. To add fields to these HR tables, we will need to work from either your own custom scope. So suppose if I have any scope, my own scopes, this dev extended HR case, something like if I'll create an application like that, or a global scope, then it can create the new fields and it will show on those tables, but the scope of those fields will be my own application. Okay. And there is a reason behind it why they are not allowing us to update as a human means these type of applications. So, and which is written in the documentation itself. After you convert the application, it cannot receive updates from the application repository. So the plugin updates will not happen if you will convert into a development like development mode. So if you convert it into a development mode, then it will not receive updates from the application repository on the instance. And I think that is the reason they are not allowing us to update as an HR case or those type of application vulnerability or those. Now suppose, but then the question is how we can leverage AI to build these things. So I thought about it, and I think many people have already started doing it already. What they are doing is they are using MCPs to build business rules or applications or dictionary. So ServiceNow table API is actually, so I will show you this repository. Means I created it a while ago. So as you can see, it's last year. And what I did was I created a script manager, and it had multiple tools. Yeah, so it had these tools: create business rule, list business rule, update, create client script, or update client script, script include, or get a script include. Now what this MCP did, it was using a table API of ServiceNow, and I created a wrapper over that, which is running a fast API, I mean fast MCP service. And if you call that MCP, you can create business rule. You just have to provide this information, then a business rule will be created. And this type of MCP can be used for those type of applications which are not like updated by ServiceNow SDK. So suppose I will give you an example. Okay. Okay, I will. Yeah. So suppose you have this application called Now SDK can update scoped apps, scoped app, and global applications. So when I'm talking about global application which are under your my company. All right. So now SDK can update these two, and Claude is connected to now SDK. But if you create multiple MCP for like suppose a create business rule, create BR, update BR, same for CL, um, sorry, grant script, and script include, then what it can do, so these are MCPs. Then Claude will be able to use MCPs to update a business rule which is present over here or here. That way, you will be able to cover most of the things. All right. So I think this is one way you can achieve more of the development using Claude or any other AI. All right. So I hit this hurdle, and because I don't want you to hit that hurdle and know clearly that what is going on, and if you find a way to update this with the application that you want to update. Yeah. So even if you somehow able to update this uh, property, I would not still recommend it because of this line over here that after you convert the application, it cannot receive updates from the application repository on instance. So what is the purpose of buying a product from ServiceNow if you cannot receive upgraded versions of it? So yeah, steer clear of that part. If you really want to update those areas, I would recommend use MCP to do those things. Okay. If you have any questions, if you have more doubts, please feel free to comment. I will keep doing my hands dirty and keep finding ways to make things more accessible to you. Thank you, everyone, so much.